And good morning, everyone. Welcome into another edition of the Epifano McDonald's Sports Show, Saturday edition. And this is the second consecutive week that we've been on the air. Last week we had our stars of the games from Miami Trace and Washington Courthouse. Today it's the Student Athlete Award winners. Our first show will have Washington Courthouse and Fayette Christian School. Second show at around 10:30 or so will be Greenview and Miami Trace. So we hope you join us throughout the day for our young people. We'll have a male and a female from each school system from that. So we'll have 4 winners plus their coaches. It's going to be like a breath of fresh air compared.
Last week
we had like 9
8 hours.
It seemed like we was on there forever.
I think we took the limit of Facebook where you're allowed to film it a day.
But anyway, we want to recognize these young people not only because of their athletic ability, but also their academic, community involvement, and so forth. You put all that together, coaches nominate them, and then our independent panel of judges, who Nick does not know who that is.
Yeah.
But anyway, they would pick out the winners, and that's how we come up with the nominees and select them from our show. Since last week, we've had a busy week, to say the least.
Lots going on.
Weather is starting to get a little bit nicer, which brings people out a little bit more. Tell us a little bit about that.
Trying to get all our spring stuff, maintenance-wise, landscaping, and lots sealed and all that fun stuff. But yeah, it's a great time to be in McDonald's, great time to come to McDonald's. We're here. Today's going to be a very busy day at this restaurant. You have the High State Spring Game.
Yep.
You also have Kings Island opening today.
Yep.
And we have our Student Athlete Awards. So a lot of stuff going on. New things coming down the pike in a few weeks. I can't disclose that other than to say we're going to have a new beverage line, which is going to be pretty exciting with some refreshers and some other things coming. So I can't get into the details yet. I'm not really allowed to discuss it, but you'll see them here in a couple of weeks. We'll soft launch them, so that'll be exciting. We're excited to bring that out and give some different flavors and different tastes to our customers out there. And like I said, we're always ready to serve you. The 24-hour restaurant, Leesburg Avenue. So we're open there 24 hours to take care of you. If you want to jump in your pajamas and go through the drive-thru, we have people do that.
Oh yeah.
Come through and see us any time of the day, 24/7. And all the other restaurants are open normal hours, 5 or 6 a.m. till 11 or later. So we're always here to take care of you. Still have the big arch right now.
Okay.
That's almost over. Got a little bit of time left on that. And then the K-pop Demon Hunters, that whole promotion with the cards and stuff. We've got a few of those left. So if you haven't got to come out and get the meal, I'd recommend that you try to get out here pretty soon, because that's going to be probably this weekend. It'll probably be gone.
Wow, that's pretty quick.
Yeah.
Very quick.
Yeah.
We mentioned a great deal, have in the past, since we've been doing this, now, for 20 plus years?
25 years.
25 years. We've had a lot of students that have come through the arches, as we like to say, both the students and Student Athlete Award winners. Are you continually amazed by the young people that Fayette County and Greene County has been able to raise as far as background and what they do for their college endeavors and things like that?
I think, and I think that's what's exciting. I don't know what they're going to say today, but, you're always amazed because, as we sit down and listen to these young folks and they talk about what they want to do with their futures or what they're doing right now, it is amazing. And, we have a great community. We have some great school systems, great teachers and administrators, and it's really nice to see, our community, what comes through our community with these young folks. They're the future, and there's always so much negative you hear about this generation, those kind of things. I tell you what, they're great, just as great as any generation before them, if not greater. And I think what you're going to do is you're going to see some pretty interesting things today, because when we start hearing what they're going to be doing in the future, it's sometimes pretty surprising, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
And this is a blessing for us to be able to do this. Randy and I enjoyed this last week and this week. This is what it's really all about for us, to be able to create these magical moments for these young people, to kind of document some history for them as far as their career and what's going on. It's not all about athletics. it's academics, it's what they're doing in the community. And like Randy said, I never know who the people are until he gives me the list, and I like it that way. He's got a great system that he's put together over the years. We call it the Bat Cave and all that, where he hides all his stuff and nobody knows, and I don't even know who he has picking this stuff. So, but it's really nice to be able to do this. We appreciate all the work that my employees do. Our family employees and everything they do every day to take care of our business, take care of all of you the best we can. And, again, I want to thank you, the customers, too, for patronizing us, because you allow us to do this. When you come in and spend your money in my McDonald's, we're going to reinvest a portion of that back in the community. We've done that ever since day one. We believe in that, and the more you spend, the more we're going to try to get back. And these are the kind of things that we get to do, and it's really, like I said, it's a blessing for us to do this because we really enjoy it. It's neat to see what's happening with these young folks, and for the coaches and all these people to take time on a Saturday, because they're all busy.
Right.
They've all got, some of them are playing games, and we had some coaches already come up and say, hey, I got to be at this place here in a little bit. So we understand that. We appreciate the school systems for working with us. And again, we're going to get back to all these school systems and continue to do this. And I appreciate Randy for doing this, because Randy's busy too, and he's a legend in this area. He's done this for a long time, and it's a blessing that he can be here with us. And I always enjoy my time with Randy.
We always have a good time.
Yeah.
Kind of miss those road trips.
We used to have that big Mercedes van. We take Randy. Called it the young cruiser there.
Yeah.
The Guru Cruiser.
Well, this is a good way for us to keep in touch with what's going on as far as the kids are concerned. Yeah. In just a few minutes, we're going to go ahead and start interviewing them and talk to their coaches as well. So we hope that you'll stay with us, and we'll be back after this, and we'll start talking to some of our Student Athlete Award winners for the 2025-26 winter sports season. Stay with us right here on the Epifano Sports Network.
Snack wraps back, oh yes it is. Oh yes it is. Crispy chicken doing a little biz. Lettuce, cheese, creamy ranch, or spicy sauce too. All wrapped up just for you.
All right, back here. First guest today on our program is Leah Marine, who is from Washington Courthouse. She's the female winter sports season. She is a senior. Leah, I looked at your nomination form. Of course, when you look through the files and stuff, I'm like, when's this in? I mean, this girl's been in everything here. I'm telling you, it's about 5 or 6 sheets. You got a little bit of everything that you've been involved with, which is good. Those are the kind of kids that we're looking for. Tell us a little bit about yourself, first of all. You are, who's your parents?
My parents are Gina and BJ Marine.
Okay. Next is, you are, is it 4.3 GPA?
Yep.
All right. I'm kind of confused here. Usually it's based on 4, but what is it? A little heavy loaded? Or?
Yeah, it's on a 5-point scale. So if you take weighted classes.
Oh, okay. So what classes are you taking? It's what's technically called weighted.
College classes and AP classes.
Okay. According to this, you're first in your class.
Yep.
Which means you're smart.
I try.
It's surprising the number of kids are number 1 in their class that we have winners today.
Well, I mean,
these are
the cream of the crop.
Right, cream of the crop is what we want. You're involved in so many different activities. Let's just go through them real quickly. First of all, your academic. What are some of the activities you're involved with academically?
I'm a part of Academy of Scholars, and just recently Courthouse re-inducted National Honor Society, so that's been a pretty extensive process that I've been involved in. I'm vice president for that. And then student government, I'm vice president for that as well, and that alone keeps me pretty busy inside of the school.
I didn't understand why, for years, why the courthouse didn't have a National Honor Society, but like you said, they kind of reborn it a little bit. I think the Academy of Scholars were supposed to be kind of in place of it, but they
Right.
decided to maybe expand it a little bit more to a little bit higher level for kids, and that's good as well. You, in school, was you part of the DECA program?
Yep.
I thought I taped you on when we did our DECA announcement. The DECA is a special to me and Nick. I mean, we were
you
in
guys
that in
DECA
school.
guys?
Yeah, we're DECA guys.
If
Yes.
it wasn't for DECA, I would have never gotten into McDonald's.
Really?
Okay? Yeah. So,
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
I owe my McDonald's career to being
And if I was in DECA, I would have never gotten into the radio broadcasting because I did public speaking and stuff like that. So what do you study?
I did marketing for DECA, but I'm going to go into nursing. So I'm not really taking
Well, that's
anything
all right.
from DECA, but
Well-
it's definitely taught me how to like talk to people and stuff.
Well, yeah, you got to, especially with you getting in the nursing field and stuff like
Right.
that. Did you get to go to nationals this year, or
State.
you went to state?
Yes, yeah.
Tell us how you did there.
We did pretty well. They don't exactly tell you exactly like where you ended up, but
Pat on the back, and here's
Yeah.
your award, and
Yep.
don't hit the
Still
door.
Columbus State?
Yeah,
Yeah.
still in Columbus. Still in Columbus. All right. Now, didn't we have some kids from Go National to
yeah,
Atlanta?
we had 2 girls, I believe. Yeah.
Okay, because I remember when we taped the announcements and stuff a
Yeah.
couple months ago, they said that 2 of the girls were going to go to Atlanta. I wasn't sure if he was one of them or not, but still get to go to state. That's pretty good. Academically, sounds like you've got everything pretty much in control. What are other community involvement activities you're involved with, like 4-H and church and stuff like that?
Yeah, I attend Crossroads Christian Church, and I've taken 4-H like basically since I could. I've shown livestock over the years, and this year I've just decided to do scrapbooking, which I also did last year.
Okay. Let's talk about your athletic abilities. Obviously, you're a wrestler,
Yep.
which I can't believe. You're kind of a small, young thing
I get
here.
that a lot, yeah. I get that a lot.
But you've done very, very well over the last couple of years. Tell us about some of your endeavors there.
Yeah, so I started wrestling in 8th grade. 8th grade, there's an OAC, which is like their state. It's just less than like a high school state. I placed 6th there, and then going into high school, I qualified for state every year. My sophomore year, I placed 6th, and my sophomore year, I also placed at Ironman, and I've gone to state ever since.
Now, the Ironman is probably one of the biggest tournaments in the Midwest as far as wrestling is concerned, up around the Cleveland area, I believe it is.
Yeah.
And I mean, you've got people from all over the place coming in for
Yeah.
that, so that's good that you got that honor as well. All right, obviously you're a senior, going to be graduating soon. Have you decided, I think you kind of gave us a hint, you're going to study nursing? Where at?
I'm going to the Ohio State University to
Okay.
study nursing,
Okay.
and they don't have a women's wrestling team, but they have a club.
Oh, okay.
So I can inquire about that once I get there.
All right, that's cool. We had Cole Whiteside
Yeah.
last week. He's going to. They had a bowling program.
Yeah.
It's not a sports, but it's like a club, and they travel and stuff as well. So that would be something that you could, if you got on the wrestling club team, you would travel a lot.
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't know if you guys remember Graham Carson, but
Yes, Graham, yes.
that's what he did. It's the wrestling club.
Really? Okay, well, that's great. Well, Lee, congratulations for the award. I think we had like 8 nominations for the female student athlete, which is probably one of the largest we've ever had from Washington Courthouse. But you were selected for your endeavors. We congratulate you as well and wish you the best of luck.
Thank you.
And who knows, one day she might be one of our nurses at Ohio State or whatever she gives. You just don't know. I'm not getting any younger, Nick. Neither are you. Leah, thanks a lot. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
We'll take a break. We'll talk to our coach, Coach Mason, right after this. She's back. Coach Mason was with us last week on our Star of the Game, and this week she's back here for student athlete. Let's talk about a little Leah.
Yeah.
You know, this is your first year as a head coach and stuff like that. What were some of the things that she was able to contribute to the girls' program?
She contributes a lot of knowledge, a lot of experience. She was one of our more experienced wrestlers on the team. We were very lucky to have a good balance of experience and new wrestlers, so she contributed a lot of knowledge. She was very helpful to me too. Like I told you guys last week, I don't have experience in the competition realm of wrestling, and obviously she has a lot of experience at a very high level, so being able to learn from her was very helpful for me.
When you look at her, you know, I'm sure that, you know, the Gibbs girl was probably a big key factor for it. The Scott girl, who's a senior this year, she's wrestled several years and stuff. Yes. So, like you said, you've had a pretty good nucleus and stuff like that. But now the question is, you know, you got a couple seniors who's going to be graduating. What are some of the things you want your underclassmen to work on during the off season?
The biggest thing that we really need to improve on is building up some strength. We do open mats over the summer. This past summer our numbers were pretty low, so I'd like to see them show up for that a little bit more, but I know a lot of them are in marching band and soccer, volleyball, all the things, so I'm just happy if they're staying active one more in the off season.
With you're now got a year under your belt, you kind of have a chance maybe to take a deep breath and think for just a few moments. What is the thing that you feel that you were successful and hopefully can implement, and what is some things that's like, okay, I need to work on these areas, or this is things I need to work on?
I feel like this year was just a big learning curve in general. Going from assistant to head is a big change.
Yes.
So I kind of feel like a lot of the season I was just flying by the seat of my pants. So I'm looking forward to next year being able to feel more confident in the things that I have to do for tournaments and making decisions for weight classes and things like that. I do think this year I did a good job of like the weight class movements and everything. None of my girls were really cutting any weight, which I think was really helpful for them going throughout the season. So
I go say, usually when I talk to someone that's been an assistant coach, goes to the head coach, what you just said, that's the first big thing is like, sometimes I feel like I'm flying by the seat of my pants because now the responsibility's on me and stuff like that. So what do you want to try to do personally to develop your off-season skills?
I try to just stay in the loop with like rule changes, and I watch a lot of like wrestling videos, and I've got books and all the things, and my dad is the boys wrestling coach, Lewis Reed, so I talk to him a lot about things, and we discuss different things, and he helps me out a lot. So
is there any new rule changes that's going on with wrestling that you know of, or
not coming up that I know of? There have been a few in the past couple seasons, but not that I'm aware of coming.
All right. So now Leah went to the state again. Was she the only one who went
this year? Yeah.
Okay. So you've had that experience now as both an assistant coach and a head coach and stuff like that. I'm sure your goal is, I like this, I want to do it again.
Yes.
Okay. Well, can't fault that whatsoever. Well, thanks so much coming up for the last couple of weeks talking about your different young ladies that have done well in wrestling. Leah's definitely going to be missed, but you've got a good group of young ladies coming back. Junior high program starting to move up. You'll have some freshmen, and hopefully we'll get a chance to talk to you about that next year, okay?
I hope so.
All right. Coach Mason joined us here from the Washington Courthouse girls wrestling program. We'll be back. We'll talk to Fayette Christian School and female student athlete Scarlett Cottrell right after this.
Snack wraps back, oh yes it is. Oh yes it is. Crispy chicken doing a little biz. Lettuce, cheese, creamy rancho, spicy sauce too. All wrapped up just for you. Snack it, wrap it, love it, unwrap it, crunching and munching. Can't stop the tapping. Snack wrap back, it's the tasty attack. One bite in and you're never looking back.
With us now is Scarlett Cottrell, who is from the Fayette Christian School girls basketball program, a senior. I remember you just driving the ball around in junior high age and stuff like that. Seen you for many, many years. When you come back, or will have time to think about the senior year and stuff like that, what are some of the things you feel will stand out in your mind?
I think something that really stands out is just the team that we had. Like, we were very close. There wasn't drama. There wasn't any issues really at all. And so it's just a team that I'll never forget because of how well we got along and played together.
I'm going to ask you a question. I don't want to embarrass you or anything like that, but as Coach Persinger maybe settled down just a little bit, is he a little bit more calmer than he was when he first took over the program?
100%.
Yeah, okay. That's what I thought. Well, that becoming a grandpa too, that will calm your nerves down as well. So I can vouch for that as well. The girls program, basically for the last several years, it's been youth oriented. I mean, you've been at a very young age. You've had to play a lot of older varsity players and stuff. In the long run, though, I assume that you would feel that has helped your game be able to grow throughout the years.
Yeah, I totally agree. I think that just being able to play up for as long as I did and just having that opportunity really gave me the ability to kind of like play against really hard and good people to be able to come to who I am today, being able to play at the level I am.
Now, you're going to Clark State?
Yes.
Community college,
Yes.
right? Springfield?
Yeah.
Girls basketball, right?
Yes.
Have you had a chance to talk to them as far as what they want you to be doing during the off season, things like that, or?
Yeah, so I've been given like a schedule of like different things to kind of work on and train and stuff. And then we start practices starting in June, so that'll kind of
Really? Wow.
get ramped up then, just kind of figuring out what exactly he wants. But
What kind of things attracted you to want to go to Clark State?
so I want to study ag business, so they have an ag business program.
Oh, okay.
And I kind of wanted something like small field, like Fayette Christian, so that was kind of being able to connect with professors one-on-one and be able to commute because I didn't necessarily want to stay on campus, so that was kind of a good opportunity to be able to play basketball, study what I want to study, and kind of stay close.
Now, looking at what you was able to do academically, tell us a little bit of the classes you took, things like that.
Yeah, so this year I took a history class through college.
Okay.
Through Southern State, and then I'm currently working on an Excel program. It kind of teaches you how to use Excel and like all of its options, so that'll help in the future.
Yeah, I'm going to say, especially with the business aspect and stuff like that, I still have problems operating at Excel. So, give me the Word documents every time. I'm okay. You was over the 1,000-point mark, first female basketball player to ever accomplish that mark. In fact, you got the day we was out there doing those games, right?
Yeah, it was during that
We did that World against that Spanky put together, and you got your 1,000 points, and everybody was doing the countdown and stuff like that.
Almost didn't get it because I had so much trouble. He threw my internet things away.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Yeah, so we had to run wire. I mean, and then it crashed right before, and then we got back up.
Okay, well, good. We got it.
It's out there for history.
Yes, okay. Go to YouTube because Facebook is racing everything now, so you got to go to YouTube if you want to see it. But obviously, with the senior and your 1,000 points and stuff, a lot of things was put on you as far as pressure is concerned of leadership and stuff like that. What have you been able to learn with all that with your school and also on the court?
Yeah, so something that I kind of just kept reminding myself was like, if it's God's will for something to happen, like it's going to happen. And like, yes, I'm going to push towards that, but if it's ultimately God's will, that's what's going to happen. So kind of not like taking the pressure off and just remembering like it's in God's hands and I don't need to worry about it. So just trying my best is all he asks.
What's the advantage of maybe going to a Christian school?
I would say a big advantage is just the close-knit community and just being able to build those relationships. It gives you different opportunities also in like the world itself, like different, when you're like you can be chosen to do different activities that it might be harder to get at a public school, different dinners, different opportunities to meet representatives, and so that's just very helpful in building connections for your future and business.
Okay, involved 4-H or anything like that?
Yes.
What do you do there?
I show goats. My family also owns cockerel meat goats, so we sell goats also to 4-H.
Oh, okay. So you're keeping quite busy.
Yes.
So you're sharing again this year?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. So you got what, one more year?
So
or are you allowed to go to your
I can
freshman
go
year to your 19?
till I'm, because I'm born earlier or later, then
Okay.
I can show one more year.
Okay, so one more year. Okay. Well, congratulations, young lady.
Thank you.
Good to see you. She's won a couple of different awards. Very articulate this time. She got it down. She learned that from Coach Persinger, I'm sure. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, as she laughs. But anyway, Scarlett, it's been great to watch you through the years. Best of luck. You're up Clark State, so hopefully we'll get a chance maybe to pop in there once in a while and surprise you or something to see how you're doing, okay?
Okay.
All right, Scarlett Cockrell, the female Christian school, a female student athlete. We'll talk to Coach Persinger right after this.
Can I get a hamburger? Extra ketchup, but no pickles.
Actually, pickles. 1 vanilla cone and a sweet tea. Hot chocolate.
Your largest coffee.
I'm gonna need like
10 Egg McMuffins, please. 1 hamburger Happy Meal.
make that 2.
Make that 3.
No
A
pickles!
Sprite and what else? Oh, and one more thing. 10-piece McNuggets, barbecue sauce.
You've been loyal. We want to reward that. Introducing My McDonald's Rewards. Now every order earns points redeemable for free McDonald's.
All right, we're back here at the Epifano McDonald's restaurant, our Student Athlete Award winners. Today, we're talking now to the head coach of the girls basketball program, Fayette Christian, John Persinger. John, how long have you been coaching the school down?
It's 5 years. My
Is
first
that
year
right?
was with Scarlett when she was an 8th grader, and she was an 8th grade starter for our varsity team.
Wow. So it's been a while.
It's been a while. It gets easier and easier when the girls just learn their expectations from year in and year out. And this last year, we're still young because we lose a lot from 8th grade to high school. You know, a lot of girls go to public schools, and the girls have been in the system for a while. Are just doing great, and they do a good job on varsity level.
One of the things I noticed, you won your league title, the Southern Ohio Christian Conference, I believe it was.
Yes.
But you had the girls, the junior high especially, they played in a separate Christian conference. Tell us about that.
It was the same Christian conference, but it was the tournament.
Oh, okay.
The state tournament.
Oh, all right.
And there's regionals. You win the regionals and you go against each other. And our junior high girls, you know, they play varsity and contributed big time on the varsity. And so when this tournament came along, they did an outstanding job, and I think the championship was against a team in Cleveland,
Right.
and didn't know what to expect, but it was an easy win for us.
And of course, they play that over at Ohio Christian University, and so. But it was a good win for them as well. So, it's Epifano's phone. All
Yes,
right.
That wasn't my phone.
Oh, it wasn't your phone?
Must have been yours.
No, it wasn't mine.
Well, it wasn't mine. I don't know. Anyway, because I mute mine. Oh well.
Mine's muted.
As it is, we go back live, folks. That's what happens. You know, the phone goes off. It's like, what are they doing?
Whose was that?
It's because we're live. Looking at this year's team, you mentioned before you have some experience, but you also have a lot of young people still coming up and things like that.
Yes.
Overall, how'd you guys do?
I believe we're 14-3. What killed us was our 3 losses came early in the season.
Okay.
Since we have small numbers, you can't really scrimmage against each other.
Yeah.
And we just get better as we play.
Right.
We do a lot of one-on-one stuff, 2-on-2 stuff. Very rarely team stuff until the season starts. And so we had our losses early in the season and got better, and then we had like a lot of game cancellations.
Right.
But I guess everyone else did because we just kept getting better and better.
Let's talk a little bit about Scarlett, what she's meant to the program.
Oh, Scarlett's a sweetheart. I think her 8th grade year, she got a tune out by myself at a game that I've never, I just tore into her and felt so bad, but she handled it like a trooper as an 8th grader.
Uh-huh.
Never cried, took it, and made her stronger and tougher, I feel. And she's a dream to coach because it's always looking at me, always asking questions, always understanding. She was our best shooter probably since she was a freshman from the outside. The last two years, she started doing a great job of driving.
Mm-hmm.
She scored over 1,000 points in her career, and always joke about she would have been closer to 2,000 if she made her layups in her 8th, 9th, and 10th grade year.
When you look at the girls' program, as I mentioned before, you still have a lot of good players coming back and things like that. What are some of the things you want them to work on during the off season?
Shooting. We've got this year was our best year shooting, and from the 2-point line, we probably were 39 to 42%, which is the best we've ever shot. The best we've ever shot has been like 24, 25%.
Yeah.
Free throw shooting, we were right at 60%, and we've always been under 50%. We're doing open gyms now once a week, and I'm getting 5 to 6 girls coming to that. So we're getting a lot of shooting. We're losing a couple of girls from 8th grade to 9th grade, but we've got 3 coming back that are very good shooters, and then we've got 2 high school girls, Tori Peterson, which will be a senior, and then Corbin Nolt, that will be a junior. And Corbin played point guard for us this year, just got better and better. And I think next year she's going to have a terrific year.
All right, well, I know you got to get back to the farm.
Yes, sir.
Get things ready for growing those crops and everything like that.
Plant.
Take care of the grandbaby and all that stuff. So we appreciate you coming out and talking to us today.
Thank you, and thank you, Nick, for everything and all your support.
And it's good to see you again. We'll take a break. We'll come back and we'll talk to Jake Crichton right after this.
Quarter Pounder operation revolves and relies on one hot and deliciously juicy hunk of quality beef. The hottest, juiciest Quarter Pounder yet, made with 100% fresh beef. It's perfect, made perfecter. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
With us now is Jake Crichton, who is, of course, the Fayette Christian School Male Student Athlete Award winner. All-time leading scorer, is that correct?
Yep, broke it this season, so.
How many points did you end up with?
1,569.
Is that right?
Yep.
Of course, Nicholas was the first one to go over 1,000. He had what? A little over 1,000 points?
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah, and then Brady. Brady had over 1,200. Now you got over 1,500.
The only 3 that I know of.
That's the only 3 that we know of that went over the 1,000. And you all played under Coach Schaefer, the legend.
The legend.
Who we will talk to here in just a little bit.
Yep.
Going into the season, let's be honest with you, there was a lot of questions whether or not you guys, maybe you even have a team and stuff. Coach Schaefer says, okay, I'll take the bull to the horn and let's get a team together, and you end up not playing all that bad, to be honest with you.
Yeah, we started off really rough. We were like 0-7 in the beginning, but Coach is the best coach ever. So he really helped our team get back into shape, and then we went on like a 5-game winning streak, and then we finished the season 500. So
that's good.
Yeah.
How many points did you score this year? Do you remember?
I think it was around 500.
So you was averaging around 25 points or so a game?
Yeah, around 27, I think. So.
Obviously, everything was around you.
Yeah, but my team really helped me this year. It's not just me. We have a bunch of guys that can either rebound, pass, just all the other things. But yeah, I try to step into that leadership role this year.
Did you feel pressured knowing that, if you come down the court, everybody's going to be looking for you to shoot the ball and stuff? How did that help you to be able to open your game up a little bit?
Really helped me be able to pass this year because, if everyone's coming on me, there's always a guy open. And we have people that can shoot. We have Ben, who's a good mid-range shooter. We have Luke Ranger, who's a good three-point shooter. And, everyone does their job. It's not just me, so.
If you look at your game, obviously you know how to score. But if you had to look at your game and think back, man, I wish I could have done that just a little bit better, what would it have been?
I would say getting people, just trying to get more people open, I would say, because, sometimes I do shoot the tough shot, I would say, but, there's always another guy open, so I would say that.
Have you had a chance to maybe think about what you want to do as far as your future endeavors? You are a senior, so.
I'm going to attend Cedarville this year.
Oh, okay.
Next year, so yeah. I'm gonna talk to the coach. I got a bit of offers from other coaches around the states, but my heart's really on Cedarville. I think that's where the Lord is leading me.
Oh, okay.
So I'm gonna go try to play for their JV program, and then try to build myself up because they have a full roster this year. So.
Okay, good. Well, it'll be good. Hopefully you'll get the experience of playing over there and stuff like that.
Yep.
I believe Nicholas got to play a year after he was done school. He got to play a year over there as well. It was a good, valuable experience, and that's the main thing. What things do you want to try to study?
I'm going to study exercise science. So
I'm sorry?
Go exercise science.
Oh, okay.
So I'm going to go into the fitness world and something that is really important to me. So.
Okay, great. Schoolwork, obviously, you do very, very well there. Tell us a little bit about some of the classes you're taking in school.
So I'm doing, I go to the school for half a day. I do just all the basics, so like anatomy, we have Bible class, and we're in a finance class right now.
Okay.
And then for college classes, I'm doing an athletic training class to be able to get into the exercise science role.
Now, where are you going for that?
It's just online. So,
it's online?
Yeah, it's online.
Okay.
So just take it
Technology today,
Yeah.
I'll tell you, it's unbelievable. All right. Finally, as you mentioned before, you hope to go to Cedarville and your studies and stuff like that. If you have a chance to look back next year, you guys have a team, and you're underclassmen, what would be one or two tips that you would like to give them?
It's all about working hard. I think that everyone thinks you have the skill, but it's really the hours that you spend in the gym after practice, all those times. So we have some good guys coming up. We have Luke Ranger, who's been there for a while. Luke Madsen, he was an 8th grader. He started on our team for some of the team. So he's going to develop. He plays AAU and all that stuff. So then we have Cody, who's a great defender. So I would just say work hard and continue to develop the game, and just listen to your coaches because they know the best. So.
All right. Well, Jake, congratulations again. It's been great to watch you over the years participate and play basketball and see how things have gone as far as your classwork and stuff like that. Wish you the best luck over at Cedarville as well, okay? Yep. We'll talk to the legend, Gary Schaefer, coming up right after this.
Snack wraps back, oh yes it is. Oh yes it is. Crispy chicken doing a little biz. Lettuce, cheese, creamy rancho, spicy sauce too. All wrapped up just for you. Snack it, wrap it, love it, unwrap it, crunching and munching, can't stop the tapping. Snack wrap back, it's the tasty attack. One bite in and you're never looking back.
Ready?
Gary Schaefer is with us right now. He, of course, is the boys varsity basketball coach at Fayette Christian. Coach, how long have you been coaching now?
Why are you asking that? I'll just tell you, I started in 1966 as a graduate assistant at West Virginia.
Okay.
And I've coached every year up until somebody stopped my retirement. I retired from teaching in 2012.
Okay.
I continued to coach. I coached 3 years at junior high.
Okay.
And then some guy I used to call my friend asked me if I would think about coaching at Fayette Christian School.
Uh-huh.
And I did that for 6 years.
How different is the experience of being a coach at a Christian school compared to maybe public schools?
Not all. If you remember, I left the courthouse in 1981 and went to a Christian school in Charleston, West Virginia. We were down there for 6 years.
Right.
And then we came back to courthouse. And no difference. I mean, boys are boys. And basketball is basketball.
Basketball, yeah.
It's still the same no matter what level or where you are. Different techniques for different ages, but it's the same.
How have you changed over the years? Maybe as far as philosophy or something like that? Or
well, when I first started, discipline was a big thing to me.
Right.
And I think that still is. But I was very rigid, and this is the way it is.
Mm-hmm.
And I learned over the years that every kid is different, and how you treat and coach each kid is different. One kid you can maybe yell at and get on and he'll respond. Another kid will not respond to that. You have to go up and put your arm around him and ask him what you want to do. Kyle Brown, great athlete. He was that way. If I got on him, he didn't respond as well as though I just went up and talked to him. So the players are different, and how you coach them is different.
You almost have to be a coach / psychiatrist almost.
Yeah, you do. And part of that, you sometimes have to be like a father and like a coach and like a psychologist and everything else. But
or a big brother, and sometimes you got to kick him in the pants and say, get it going, stuff like that.
And the kids know when you care about them.
Right.
And that's the biggest thing. They have to know that you are there for their best interest. And I tell them all the time, if I think you're capable of doing better, then I'm going to be on your case all the time. And the two things that you have control over that no one else does is your attitude and your effort. The effort you put forth and the attitude you put forth is all in your control. And to me, that's the most important thing in life, and especially in sports.
Let's talk about this year's team. You decided to come back and restart the program back up when it looked like it wasn't sure, but you wanted these seniors to at least go out and have some experience there.
That was my reason for coming back. I was the third coach that these guys had in 3 years.
Yeah.
Noah Gipp was there when they were sophomores, and Mike Granger did it the next year, and then I decided to come back because of the three seniors. I've had Jake since he'd been in 6th grade.
Right.
And then the other ones, Ben and Caleb, didn't start playing until they were freshmen. So I had those, and I just felt like I wanted to help those seniors out, because they didn't have a coach at the time.
Overall, the season started rough, but Jake mentioned a little bit, but then you guys kind of got better and ended up around 500, I believe it was, right?
Yeah, we started out 0-7, and the shooting was very bad and the turnovers were very bad. And if you put that combination together, it doesn't.
You don't win a lot of games that way.
Well, we didn't. We were 0-7, and then we came back and we changed some things, and I think they got used to me and I got used to them, and they ended up winning 9 out of the last 11 games.
Wow, that's
9-9. Yeah, it was a
great
that's recovery. Good. And the teams that beat us the first round, we ended up beating them toward the end of the season. So yeah, it was good.
You've had a chance to play in different leagues and stuff like that. Do you like this league that they're in this year, as far as the Southern Ohio, the teams and stuff that are involved, or does it really make a difference to you? Just they're their opponents, and we've got to beat them.
Yeah, I mean, I thought it was okay. Some of the non-league, I mean, there's recruiting in Christian schools. I mean, Liberty, all of a sudden they have this big Afro-American that's 6'7" and looks like a 30-year-old man. I mean, so you have that. But,
looked like back when you played college, huh?
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah. But yeah, it's different. But basketball's basketball. And when we were at the Christian school in West Virginia, more than half our schedule was public schools.
Okay.
So here it's not so, but like I said, basketball's basketball.
You've had 3 young men play under you in the last, 7 years? It's been 1,000-point scores in the school's history and stuff like that. Tell us a little bit about Jake. I mean,
well, first one was Nicholas.
Right.
1,000-point scorer. He was a little over 1,000 points. I think 1,063 or something like that.
Yeah.
Then Brady Bumpus, he was the second one. Then Jake. And Jake has surpassed even some of the ones. I had a lot of them at Washington.
Right.
And at the Christian school in Charleston, I had 3 or 4 there. 2 of my sons ended up scoring over 1,000
Oh, okay,
points.
okay.
But Jake, like I said, I had him since 6th grade, and he scored 69 points as a 6th, 7th, and 8th grade.
Oh my goodness!
In a varsity.
Oh my!
Yeah. So overall, I do the stats.
Yeah.
My wife keeps the stats for me, and I keep them. Anyway, Jake's are pretty impressive. So was Nicholas and Brady, because a lot of Brady's scores were inside.
Right.
But Jake, for all those years, 6th grade through, shot 45.6 from 2-point range.
Okay.
Shot 30% from 3-point range. Shot 70% from the foul line.
Wow.
And this year he was our leading scorer at 28 points a game.
Yeah.
He was our leading rebounder. He was our leader in steals. And he probably handled the ball 80% of the time, I'm going to guess.
Yeah.
70, 80%.
That sounds about right. Yeah.
And he had the least turnovers.
Wow. That's the unusual stat right there.
Yeah. And this year he shot 50% from 2-point range, 30% from 3-point range, and was our leading rebounder and leader in steals this year.
Wow.
And he averaged 28 points. So he ended up scoring, 1,500 points, over 1,500 points.
I was looking through some of the stats and stuff that I have. I saw where he had like a 32, 34-point game. I'm sure he probably
had a couple 40-point.
Okay, that's what I thought. He had to have higher.
He had 2 40-point games.
Wow, that's phenomenal.
Yeah,
that's phenomenal. So now what?
For me?
Yeah.
My family has made me promise that I would finally retire.
Again?
Again. I think some people call me Brett Favre of Washington Courthouse. But I enjoy it. I enjoy working with the kids.
Yeah.
I enjoy seeing, like this year especially, I don't know if I've ever started out coaching at 0-7.
Yeah.
I don't know, but I'm pretty sure I did. But the remarkable turnaround was very rewarding.
I gotta say that
these kids did it.
Yeah, that makes you rewarding for you and stuff.
I've always told my teams that, especially the seniors, that our team is going to be as strong as your senior leadership.
Uh-huh.
And these kids, for the lack of experience that they had, just 3 years of experience playing is not a whole lot in basketball.
Right.
I mean, I was just talking to John Persker and his little grandson, 4 or 5 years old, and he's playing in the basketball league already.
Oh, jeez.
So it's different.
Yep, almost from the crib to the grave almost anymore.
The goal you want as a player is I want to be better today than I was yesterday and better tomorrow than I was today.
Yeah.
And you want to try to improve each day. But if it started late, like I myself, I didn't start playing basketball until I was in 8th grade.
Wow.
So I was already, behind a lot of the other kids.
Okay.
Doing the same thing. So I really think they're starting these programs too young for these kids.
Yeah.
They're organized, but I think if you look around, you see a lot of public schools that don't have freshman teams.
Right.
And what I've heard from different reports is a lot of these kids are quitting when they're 13 years, when they get into high school.
Right.
Because you look, how many of our teams have a freshman team in our league?
Not very many.
Courthouse, I'm talking about. Right?
Yeah. Not very many.
And my grandson, who was in Dublin when he was in 5th and 6th grade, played 80 games, 40 each year.
Wow.
And I told my son, I said, that's too much.
Yeah.
They have to be a kid first.
Right.
But anyway, that's what's changing is the age when these kids start playing competitive.
Yeah.
So I don't know. That's just me. I'm old-fashioned, right?
Yeah, I know you're old-fashioned, my friend. Well, it's been a pleasure to work with you all these years. It's hard to believe. It's hard.
Now you can start doing stuff with us.
It's hard to believe that. I started at CHO in '82, so it's been almost over 25 years that I've had an opportunity to either courthouse or at the Christian school to work with you.
Yeah.
And you're as honored as ever.
And I appreciate you as much as ever. So.
Okay, buddy. Thanks a lot. Gary Schaefer, the boys basketball coach of the Fayette Christian School. We'll be back. We'll talk a little bowling right after this.
We good?
No, we're not good.
And there you have it. McDonald's new crispy chicken sandwich. From the makers of the world's most stolen fries. The juicy chicken sandwich from the place that offers extra napkins for a reason. The tender chicken sandwich from the creators of a sandwich phenomenon. So you won't just be biting into a chicken sandwich. You'll be biting into McDonald's new crispy, juicy, tender chicken sandwich. I forget. If someone asks if you want your Quarter Pounder's cheese on top of the patty or right below it, your answer is yes. The hottest, juiciest Quarter Pounder yet. It's perfect. Made perfecter. But
want to know the secret to eating a sausage McMuffin with egg? Leave it in the wrapper for a little bit to let the cheese hit just the right level of meltiness. I know that's right. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
All right, we're now continuing our first of two shows today. We'll have another show coming up around 10:30 or so with Miami Trace and Greenview student athletes. But final guest for today for the courthouse is Colton Osborne, right?
Yep.
Colton, you're on part of the bowling team, right?
Yes.
Do you play tennis too?
I did.
Okay. I was trying to do a little research last night on, the different fields and stuff you guys. So I thought I saw you did tennis in the past and stuff like that. Let's talk a little bit about bowling. What kind of season did you have personally?
I think I had a really good season. Personally, I think I did really good, especially during our sectionals.
I go say, I was looking the schedules up. You was 13th?
Yeah.
And you guys qualified from the team overall qualified for the districts, right?
Yep.
Okay. So you guys did very, very well there. You had a bowling game of 558. Is that about what you usually average, or is that high for you? Or
that was pretty high. I did really good that day.
Well, I'm going to say you start off with a 254. That's pretty good right off the bat. During the league this year, how did things go for you there?
My very first game, it was rough, and then I finally started to get back into it, and I ended my season off really well. So.
Now, are you a senior or junior?
I'm a sophomore.
That's what I said. You were a sophomore, so you got some. I never can get these classes right. I'm sorry. So you still got a couple years to develop and stuff like that. When you bowled under Coach Moore during the off season, did you see did you see some growth in you where you were maybe bowling higher scores than when you were as a freshman? Or did you bowl a lot in the freshman?
I bowled on JV a lot.
Okay.
But during the off season, I really worked hard. I was at the bowling alley a lot. And I mainly focused on my form, and that usually brought my game up. So.
Okay, well that's good, because I know that's usually what every coach tells me that deals with bowling is from one year to the next year. You usually will pick up an extra 8-10 pins or something like that and improve your score. So that's good. Tell us a little bit about some of the classes you're involved with. Got to run down what you take every day. What were you in?
Biology, choir, band, geometry.
Oh, you're going with the brainy stuff here, man. Biology and geometry. How you doing that?
I do pretty good. I've had A's and B's all year so far.
Okay, that's good. That's good. That's part of what the judging's based on, what you do in forest grades and stuff like that. So we're glad to hear that. Are you in any other clubs or anything like that?
Track. I do track.
Oh, you do? What do you run?
The 4x8 and the 800.
Did you have a race last night?
Yes.
How'd you guys do?
I don't remember what we got, but we didn't get last, so.
Oh, that's good. As long as you don't get last, that's the main thing, all right? That's the worst thing that can happen to you. You're on a team and you finish last. So I know that you guys have some youth on the track team, is that right, this year? So you guys are kind of rebuilding as you go along and stuff like that.
Yeah.
What part of bowling do you hope helps you when you do track?
Mostly.
Got to think about that one, don't you?
Yeah, strengthening my muscles all around.
Okay.
Working on my core.
Okay. Now, as being only a sophomore, have you even started thinking about college yet? Too early, or?
I have. I actually want to go to Laurel Oaks next year.
Okay.
but I also want to go to college. So.
Okay. Would you have a certain topic you would like to try to take at Laurel Oaks? Because I know they kind of get into specialty stuff and stuff.
Yeah, I want to do diesel mechanics.
Diesel mechanics, good. Well, there's always a demand for that, so that's good. All right, well, Colton, congratulations. You're the Washington Courthouse Male Student Athlete for the winter season through your efforts in the classroom and for bowling. Wish you the best of luck. You know, you're only a sophomore, so you got a couple more years to go. So we'll see how things fare for you. All right.
Yep.
All right. Stay right there. We'll take a break. We'll talk to Coach more right after this here on the Student Athlete Awards program from the Epifano McDonald's restaurant in Jeffersonville.
Snack wraps back, oh yes it is. Oh yes it is. Crispy chicken doing a little biz. Lettuce, cheese, creamy rancho, spicy sauce too. All wrapped up just for you. Snack it, wrap it, love it, unwrap it, crunching and munching. Can't stop the tapping. Snack wrap back, it's the tasty attack.
All right, here we go.
All right, we're talking now with Anthony Amore, part of the Amore family that likes to coach and has the yellow lanes and stuff like that. So you guys have had a long history as far as bowling's concerned. Tell us a little bit about this year's team. You made a little slight of adjustment as far as coaching duties. Is that right?
Yes, I did. This is the first year I actually coached the Courthouse boys team. In the past, I've been coaching the girls team. I shifted over. We had a person that coached last year, Bucky Cawley. He was stepping away. His kids are getting involved in more things and things like that. So just picking it up from there. So I didn't want to see the boys team just not have anybody. So I switched over to the boys team. JV coach I had last year, Coach Gottschall, Hannah Gottschall.
Yeah.
She took the girls over to this year, and I knew they were going to be in some good hands with that as well.
She did a nice job last week on the program with us. So.
Yep.
Tell us a little bit about Colton. What growth have you seen from him this year?
Colton's a great kid. I mean, this was almost a rebuilding year. Last year, the boys team went to state. They graduated a lot of kids. The kids that we had on the team this year, there was only 2 or 3 of them that actually bowled on varsity last year.
Wow.
And even that, they were not necessarily starters all the time.
Right.
So a lot of the starters that were with the state team, they graduated and they went elsewhere. Colton was a varsity bowler at the very beginning of the season and all the way through the season. I feel like Colton absolutely loves the game of bowling. I feel like he understands and is smart enough to understand the game and to be able to go out and work and improve his game every time he goes out there to bowl. I feel that throughout the season he was able to gain quite a bit of confidence. For example, he's probably averaging around the 155 range beginning of the season. Towards the end of the season, he was over that pretty regularly. And then I don't know if you guys talked about it, he had a really good game during the sectional tournaments. And that was kind of like the icing on the cake, like, oh man, I can do this.
Right.
I was out there bowling last Monday, and he came out and bowled, and he came down, he's like, yeah, I bowled a 198 and a 2 something.
Wow.
So it's one of those things where I feel like he's going to definitely, if he wants it, which I think he does, I think he'll be able to be a 200 plus average bowler coming up here.
I was telling him that, I've talked to several of you guys that bowled throughout the years and stuff like that, and you always mention, the more kids get to spend time, especially in the summer months, bowling, you slowly start to see their averages and stuff increase 10, 20, 15 pins, whatever. So with him being only a sophomore, he could get up around the 175, maybe 180 down the road.
Oh, he'll be every bit of that, if not more, this next season.
That's good. Well, I think I had him at 254 in the first game down in the districts. So that shows, like you said, he can do it.
Yeah.
If he wants to. Looking at this year's team now, how many guys have graduated and how many will probably return for next year?
I've got 3 that graduated from the varsity team. I believe the other 5 will be there next year, and then there's some JV kids that will be able to step up. There's some kids that this year they actually shifted from varsity to JV. They're right on that bubble, right. Depends on the week and who was bowling better that week. But there's probably about a solid 7 guys that I think that could potentially make varsity next year and be pretty good for us, and they've got the potential to do some great things.
As a coach, of course, you're involved with teaching, and you're into electronics and all that stuff. Robotics, yeah. I knew it was one of those words and stuff. And I know that you've got different things, competition that you compete in, stuff like that. But what do you get the chance to work on during the off season? I mean, do you get a chance to go bowling for yourself and all that stuff?
I actually end up bowling less than I usually do.
Oh, okay.
I bowl in a league in the fall and the winter time, and that's actually getting ready to finish up. But actually, if I do any bowling, it's with my kids.
Okay.
I might go in there a couple times and bowl with them. A lot of times in the summertime, it's just trying to get stuff done around the house, and I mean, I'm married as well, so I always have a list of things to do and try to get some of that taken care of. And that way, when I am in the busy season, the wintertime is super busy. I don't get a time to really work on anything extra during that time. So I got to take advantage of the time I have not being busy or as busy.
Finally, what do you want your kids to work on for the off season?
Get out there and bowl as much as possible. It's one of those things where, just like anything, if you want to get good at something, or if you want to get better at something, you have to do it to get better at it. And it's one of those things where bowling is kind of like riding a bike. So if you take a couple weeks off and you go back at it, you're still going to know how to do it.
Right.
But you're going to have to take some time to get to the point where you left off. You aren't going to. If you're averaging 220 and you take 6 months off, you're probably not going to be averaging 220 right away again.
Right.
You're going to have to practice and get some things ironed out. So if you get out there and bowl once a week, if not more, that's going to make it easy to stay where you're at and not slide backwards at all.
All right. Well, wish you the best of luck.
Thank you much.
Make sure you take care of those items on the honey-do list, all right?
I'll do that.
And with that, we're going to go ahead and just wrap it up the program. Our thanks to Anthony and Moore joining us. Our thanks to all the student athletes and the coaches that have joined us for the program. Don't forget, we'll take a break. We'll come back with Greenview and Miami Trace a little after 10:30. So we hope you stay tuned here on the Epifano Sports Network for that broadcast. Until then, I'm Randy Young. Have a good day.